You say, hi, I'm Miriam.
Hi, I'm Miriam, co-founder of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also a co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritional complete meal designed to make doing keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away. You want to read the...
Sure. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for daily updates on all your Keto Chow happenings. These live streams will help us be accountable and stay track. We love hanging out with us on our journey, and thanks for joining us.
Right? At the last minute, Ruth's like, I could be mom. I'm like,
Yeah.
Sweet. It looks like Betsy's here and Becca. By the way, this is Ruth.
Yeah.
If you happen to be at the Keto Salt Lake conference, Ruth was volunteering and helping out with the registration table.
Yes, I was there.
There was no school that day, which was awesome. We were going to get her out of school anyway, and we didn't have to. Anyway, Meg's here. Let's see. Sky is here as well. Lots of people talking about organ meat. You like organ meat? That's where you take an organ, like the piano kind, and you freeze it and slice it up. Let's see. Sky is sad that his phone doesn't autocomplete people's names. Yeah, Becca says I just have problems with the texture of liver and most organ meats, really. So there's a thing called sweetbreads, which is, I think it's actually pancreas, or it might be the thymus of animals. I don't know why it's called sweetbreads. That's just a weird thing. Anyway, let's see. Yes, guys here. Melinda's here. Says, good morning, everyone. I poked around last night and didn't sleep until 1 a.m. That's what Miriam did. Her and all the girls didn't get bed until 1:30.
Really?
I went to bed at 10.
I think I went to bed at 9, so that's pretty great.
Nice. I was watching Star Trek Picard.
Oh.
And I just wanted to get to the end of the episode, and I did. Let's see. Sky says going back to the laptop from now on. Raina is here. Swawa says hi. When it says love pretend Miriam. Mike says hi, Chris and Miriam. Mini Miriam. Jen says training the next generation to take over so you can retire early. Wouldn't that be amazing? Oh man, I'd love to do that. Q Life Granny is here.
I would take it.
Becca says hi, Ruth. Shauna says hi, Ruth.
Oh, Shauna, hi.
Grace says good morning. Grace Figueroa.
Oh, that's a cool name.
It is a cool name. Blaze says hi, Ruth. Susan says good morning, friends. Hi, Ruth. Marie is here. So is Stephanie and Danita. Dorothy says I forgot I do vinegar head cheese. Nummy, need to go to the German deli Edelweiss to get some more. Wow, there you go. Susan says, dad jokes, yes. Actually, my favorite dad joke right now is...
Is it the buffalo one?
No, what's the best part about Switzerland?
Oh, I know this.
What is it?
I don't know, but the flag's a big plus.
Yes, it is. Actually, before that, my favorite one was, what did the buffalo say to his child when he left for college?
Bye, son. Have you heard the Finnish one?
What?
So, did you hear that the Finnish are closing their borders? No one can pass the Finnish line.
Oh, man. So bad. Anyway, Gina is here. Says hello, Chris and Ruth. Mimi is here as well with surprise. Hello, Ruth. Valerie is here. Andrew says, good morning. I agree with you, Ruth. Okay. Andrew says, no sweat, no breads. Right? No sweet, no breads. Yeah, there you go. Meg says, rheumatoid arthritis since 2014. Diagnosed in 2019, more or less under control right now. Wow.
Oh, that's great.
Visual Kiss says, so glad to see you, Ruth. Oh, yeah, you too, Chris. Synergy is here, Becca's saying hi to people. Well, this is morning, everyone, and a special hello to Ruth today. Betsy says, Ruth, good for you. Go to sleep. There you go. Let's see. Raina says, I did peanut butter with strawberry mixed together, and I loved it. Have you had the peanut butter or the grape yet?
I had the grape.
Okay.
And I had the peanut butter mixed into pudding. Holly Larrabee made it. It was delicious.
Okay. Nice. Yesterday, I doubt that you saw this, but on the, let's see, groups.
Oh, was it on Facebook?
Well, yeah. So on Facebook, there it is. The Facebook support group. I did a post yesterday. I'm just trying to get to the FAQ. Oh my gosh, this
So
is
far
taking
away.
way
There's
too much
so many.
time. Oh, there we go. Okay, my keto chow is separated into layers. What happened? So I actually mixed up some peanut butter and some grape.
Why did it separate?
Oh, it separated. I'm not sure why.
Is it because of the butter?
Well, I was using butter. If you heat up water too much with like the chocolate or the chocolate mint, it does separate just like that.
That's interesting.
But in this case, I wasn't using too hot of water. But the good thing was, as soon as I shook it up and put it in front of the cottage cheese there, cream cheese. As soon as I put it in front of the cream cheese, it mixed up just fine.
That's good.
But then it has how to fix it, what causes it. So there's an FAQ
so cool.
on the site about the issue. Anyway, so I have a bunch of peanut butter, and a bunch of grape in the fridge because I made a 3-pack. Let's see. Okay, here we are. Kathy says good morning. Dorothy says hi, Chris and Ruth. Ruth, you sound like your mother.
Thank you.
Thought she was back. Was in the kitchen warming up coffee. Betsy says, love having Ruth. Barely miss Miriam. Don't say that to Miriam. She'll get anxious.
No.
Andrea says, we're on our last week of the challenge with Bronson. I'm happy with my strength and endurance. I'll be continuing with this app. Lost 11 pounds and gained 3 pounds of muscle.
That's
go. Amazing.
Muscle. I love muscle.
Kathy says, good morning. I can't seem to get my macros to line up right. Not a carb manager or chronometer. What am I doing wrong? Number one, please, 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 under no circumstances, use carb manager or chronometer to calculate your macros. There are several way better macro calculators. We've got one on our site, which works really well. Or you can go to Maria Emmerich calculator and use hers. The number one thing, because if you use the chronometer or the carb manager calculator, you'll end up with way too little protein. And it will be extremely difficult, oh my gosh, for you to be successful with that little of protein. They just don't give you the right numbers. So you can use ours, you can use Maria's. It will probably tell you to get a lot more protein than you think. Hey, those sausages aren't going to eat themselves.
Yeah, they taste good. Could come bring me one.
There's something called decomposition. Still not that.
Ruth wants you to bring her one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, so please use one of those ones. Kathy says, good to see you, Ruth. Andrew says, I also tried peanut butter and grape. Love them. Diana says, my peanut butter is on the way. Andrew says, I made it for the grandkids and took a taste. GGB says, hey, Chris, thanks for the post on 2KK about heavy whipping cream and half and half. I just barely saw that this morning, and so I posted it. Keto chow half and half. It's from an FAQ of can you use whipping cream or half and half with keto chow, and the big takeaway from it is that per serving, which is only 1 tablespoon of half and half, there's a gram of carbs, but that's rounded, and per serving of heavy whipping cream, there's a gram of carbs because it's rounded. There's actually 0.43 carbs in heavy whipping cream and 0.65, which isn't a big difference, is it? Until you look at the number of calories or carbs per 400 calories, which is a way better method to compare them. So to get 400 calories of half and half, you'd be at 13 grams of carbs, which is a lot. With heavy whipping cream, you'd be at 3.34. And for butter, it's 0.03, which is a rounding error, let's be honest. So, and a lot of people, and here's the thing, people are like, well, I don't want to get that many calories. I don't want to use that much heavy cream. Just use less. Use less heavy cream to equate the same number of calories that you would be getting from half and half or whatever. So there you go. Gina says, Ruth is a natural.
Thank you.
People asked how I got that green tint to my hair, and I said,
it's natural.
I do that all
John says I made the combo yesterday: keto chow, peanut butter, and banana. It was delicious. Synergy says I had peanut butter and grape creamy ice cream for the first time last night. I like both flavors and scoops of both. Oh, so you've made them separately? Wow, and a pretty dessert bowl makes for great presentation. Rena says mine's separated too. I used heavy cream and coolish water. Kids had just showered and the hot was gone. LOL. It just does. It mixed up nicely. Yeah. It seems to be, there's something particular about the peanut butter and the grape, which were made at the same time.
The grape kind of tastes like Laffy Taffy.
It tastes like grape Laffy Taffy. Yeah, for some reason, those ones, they tend to have settling, but as soon as you shake it up, it just mixes right up. Betsy wants to know, is Ruth going to take over the business eventually?
Maybe.
I know I sure didn't take over my dad's business. He sold it out. He sold it while I was employed there. And I actually went through 2 other bosses before I finally quit.
Really?
Yeah, when I worked for Inkjet Art.
Oh.
And it was during that time that I swore that I would never, ever, ever run a small business.
And that's a lie.
How did that
now we got
out?
a big bigness. So technically,
Bigness.
it was still the truth.
Yep.
It's a bigger bigness.
Blue Dove is here. Synergy says, my grape creamy separated and it looked like a fancy layered candle. I think I got it too hot, but I don't think it's too hot. I think there's just something. The gums aren't doing what they're supposed to, which is keeping everything in suspension, which you normally see with keto chow. But as soon as you shake it up, it mixes right back up.
I like that sound effect.
You don't need suspenders for that. Let's see. Zana says, or Zana? Ooh. That should be the thumbnail for today. Ooh. Says, I'd love to know what is the most popular fat used for keto chow. I just received mine and tried to decide.
Isn't it butter?
Okay, so the most frequently used fat is heavy cream because it's the easiest.
But butter tastes better.
Butter does taste better, has fewer carbohydrates, but it requires more time
That's true.
and equipment to prepare properly because you have to use warm water, too hot, and it will let the keto chow separate for all the flavors, not just banana and not just for grape and the peanut butter. But yeah, you have to use warm water. You have to melt the butter. It works best if you use a blender. You can do it in the shaker bottle, but it doesn't work very well. You can also use coconut oil the same way with melted coconut oil and warm water. And I found that avocado oil, to me, tastes better if it was mixed using a blender rather than just shaking it up. But if I shake it up, it doesn't mix properly. But when I use a blender, it does, which was actually how I figured out that butter could be used. So yeah, heavy cream is the most popular. If I have the time, I absolutely make it with butter every time as well. Dennis is morning, Chris and Ruth. Just a little partying in the Bear household. Hey, you know Dennis.
Yeah.
Chris, which season of Picard? I was watching season 2, episode 8, the most recent one. I think it was called Cake, was the name of the episode.
That's an interesting name.
Yeah. Let's see. People talking back and forth. Krista says, getting my chow today for this month. Do you think peanut butter will be available as a choice for the May subscription box? That's a really good question. Let me hop over here to Keto Chow. Oh, yes. I'm going to go to the peanut butter.
You passed it.
No, there it is. Peanut butter, not chocolate peanut butter.
I thought you
we are having such a hard time with peanut butter and chocolate peanut butter. Okay, so for the peanut butter, we ordered the initial batch like as if it was going to be a limited edition. Actually, we first ordered the single meal packets, then we decided to order the big ones as well. And then we decided, hey, maybe we should have this permanently. The problem is, due to the limited availability of this first run of peanut butter keto chow, it is not available as a subscription at this time. We will add that option when we get the next shipment. Now, here's the thing also with the, not that one. Oh my gosh. Subscriptions. There are 2 different My Chows. There's the one where you can choose your own flavors, and there's the one where we pick the flavors. The choose your own flavors, you'll notice that there are none of the limited edition, and there are none of the seasonal flavors available as part of those subscriptions, because we only are able to have the ones that are readily and easily available. But with the surprise one,
Surprise!
we are able to, here we go, and may include seasonal limited edition or even brand new flavors.
Whoa.
That doesn't mean that it will, but it may.
No, in March.
Yeah, not March, not April, May. Right.
Nay.
So, yeah, it won't be available as an option for the subscriptions until we get the next batch. Kathy says, thank you, Chris, for the info. I'm just full of useful information. Jujube says, I had guests leave nearly a quart of half and half. It was not about calories per se. I was adding to a quiche of eggs and cheese. I feel a lot better. I didn't sabotage my meal prep per se. There you go. Jessica is here. Says, morning, stuck in New Mexico, waiting on wind to dive in. Yeah, it's crazy windy in the southwest of the United States this week. Drew says, can you suggest some of the most calorie-dense recipe options? We've got some issues getting the right amount down as normal shakes. You can make super fatty yogurt. Actually, ribeyes, prime rib, that would probably be my recommendation. Sausages tend to be higher in fat as well, as does bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Make a giant thing of bacon and then put it in a mason jar and carry it around and just eat it.
And you could be like, hey guys,
or just put
look
it
at my
rack.
scented candle. It's bacon scented.
So, yeah, I would, most calorie dense meat options, I'd literally just make a bunch of meat and devour it. Because more than, I don't know that you need to worry about getting the right amount of calories. Where was that at? Let's see, if I go to learn, I think it's on the nutrition page. Actually, it might be on the macro calculator. You know what? I'm not sure. Oh, it's an FAQ. Keto Chow macros. Here it is.
Ooh.
So there's a
Look at
video,
that.
and then there's a longer explanation about macros. Carbs are an upper limit. That's the short version. You want to hit your protein goal. It's a minimum. Get above that. And then fat, you eat until you're happily full, and then you stop worrying about it and go on from there. So I would concentrate on your protein and not worry about anything else. Let's see. Which, if you're doing 3 keto chows a day, you probably will need to supplement protein. I recommend salmon or tuna fish or chicken or beef or just a bunch of meat. Gina says, Ruth reminds me of Drew Barrymore. She was on, what have you seen that she was in? Well, she was on E.T., but I don't know if you've seen that one.
I think I have.
She was on 50 First Dates. She was on The Wedding Singer. She was on a lot of different stuff. Raina says, you sound just like your mama.
Thank you.
We need to hurry up a little bit. It's the problem is me, because we're going to go see Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, we are. The
Dorothy
second
says,
one,
I
not
love
the
salt
first one.
and butter are the best in my keto chow. Carrie says, hello, Chris and everyone. John says, my early morning lazy is fine with adjusting carbs later to use heavy whipping cream. Luna says, I got a jury summons in the mail for the first day we embark on the cruise.
Yay!
You are going to be out of that. That's a valid, I'm sorry, I won't be able to attend jury duty. I have been called up for jury, well, I've been summoned for jury duty multiple times, but I've never actually had the opportunity to serve because there's always been something going on, or they just didn't want me.
Well, the cruise is more fun than jury duty anyway.
Helen says, I'm adding 2 eggs to mine. Mom says, hello, Ruth.
Hi, Mom.
Let's see. Meg says, my shakes get a bit of foam on the top. I just give them a quick shake, and they're fine. Carrie says, oh, I missed the dad jokes. Jack says, how many bags is in a normal limited edition flavor? The limited edition, we normally don't order the big bags. We normally order around 10 to 50,000 of the individual packets, of the limited edition though. So it's very variable. The red and black licorice, we only ordered I think it was 12,000 of each. completely expecting it to never come back. So just so you're aware of that. Mike says, yeah, I need to watch Picard too. I watched the earlier ones already. Dennis says, Chris, when do you want me to share that smoky olive oil from Stephen Gundry? Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. We are mostly out of the office in all of May. It's going to be interesting. This is April. My chow box hasn't shipped yet. That's interesting. Going to make an order and have your awesome team toss a few packets in there. If you have 2 orders that are in the system at the same time, our team automatically looks for them and combines them together.
Because we're just that cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
but there's, you can always contact customer service and see if they can specifically do that.
Maybe Lynette will answer your call. She's the best.
Well, and that's not on customer service anymore.
Oh, right.
She is now doing
maybe Travis,
influence.
guys.
Yeah, it will probably be Travis. Miriam says, hi, Mike, I'm close to you. Synergy says the peanut butter keto chow is going to be a healthier option for me than buying a jar of peanut butter. Yeah. And who was it that said that they like the foam? Yeah, Meg says my shakes get a little bit of foam on the top. I just give them a quick shake and they're fine. Let's see. Lisa says I'm hoping for a cookie dough flavor. Add a candy cane flavor. Hint, hint.
Candy cane would be so
Mom
good.
Mom wants candy cane. It's just peppermint though.
Yeah, but like candy canes are so good.
Janek says I do love peanut butter flavor. Going to make a couple for the creamy for later. I have 5 chocolate peanut butters in the freezer for Patty. Ooh, happy wife, happy life.
That's true.
GGB says I've never met your kids before. I love you, Ruth. You're like my oldest, looking like her daddy, but talking and acting more like mom. Keep on being amazing. You're not in the frame yet. There's Sam's head. You need to comb your hair, buddy.
It's because I just
He's
got
almost there.
Shower.
There's Max behind us. There's Sam.
See my vest. See my vest. It's made from gorilla chest, and my loafers former go. Oh wait. It's from an episode of The Simpsons where Mr. Burns has endangered animals that he's made into different clothing.
Oh wow.
Miriam and I made a deliberate decision to stop watching The Simpsons when Audrey and Haley were about 3 months old because we didn't want our children talking to us that way.
Yeah, that's probably not
Mike
a
says,
good
all the
idea.
meats. Dorothy says, sardines, herring, GGB says, Sonic 2 is great. My kids loved it. Dennis says, well said, Chris. Prioritize protein, control carbs, fill with fat. There you go. Betsy wants to know how old you are.
I'm 16.
I am 16.
I got my driver's license a few days ago.
And in the month of May, I'm going on a cruise with my family.
And it's gonna be
really fun. Sean says, my favorite was jury duty summons during final in college. I was excused but had to ask the judge. Wow. Kathy says, I was summoned for jury duty the week's court stopped cases due to the pandemic. Mary J says, licorice is my kryptonite.
Ooh, yeah.
MJ says, served on a civil case of business partners in small business. Good thing you love your business partner. Oh, and Miriam's gone. Thea says it hasn't shipped yet because I started my subscription late in February. There you go. Let's see. Raina says have a super day off. Off to a wedding. Enjoy that movie. We will. Let's see. Susan says peppermint, vanilla, and marshmallow would be candy cane.
That would be delicious.
Marshmallow? You think so?
Well,
about that.
like the marshmallow.
We do have the s'mores.
S'mores. It kind of does taste a little like the candy cane filling. I don't.
GB says I'm 40 years old, still can't watch The Simpsons in front of my own parents. That's pretty much it. Susan says have an excellent time, Miriam. Linda says yeah, great parenting about The Simpsons. Synergy says I add a few drops of peppermint extract to chocolate or mocha keto chow. Adding it to the vanilla would be good too. And Mike says, don't have a cow, man. All right, well, we are going to go.
Yep.
Pew, 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 pew. What was that from again?
I don't remember.
Anyway, Susan says, add screaming. Carrie says, thanks, guys. Yeah, so we're going to go so we can make it early to the...
she thought I was 21.
To the movie theater.
Oh.
That's my sister.
The theater. What has happened to the theater? That is my least favorite part of Singing in the Rain. The choreography one.
That's from White Christmas.
Did I say Singing in the Rain?
Yeah.
I totally meant White Christmas. Anyway, all right, we'll work out.